All right, yeah, we're back.
We're back. Hi, honey. Hello, hello. So,
Yes.
I'm sure everyone is curious. How did we meet?
We met. Did we meet before the table read of Devil Wears Prada, or was it at the table read?
This is so embarrassing because I remember every second of the first time I met you, and you're like, did we?
No, because I
I'm
also
so-
am very blurry on
I'm
most
just
memories, but...
so much more into you than you are into me. It's fine. It's fine.
How did we meet?
I remember because I joined the cast just before you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, who's gonna play Emily? Who's gonna play Emily? And he said,
They were like some random who's no one's ever heard of.
no, you hadn't been cast yet. And so, no, what I mean is, that was a bad joke. What I mean is, I was hearing that, your name came up. And they said, it's this amazing girl out of England, and she's so funny. Aww. And then I remember David calling and saying that you'd gotten the part, and I remember walking into the room and like turning and meeting you. And I just remember going like, hi, buddy, in my head. Aww. And the instant thought, I was like, what a movie star.
What?
First thought, you were like shedding stardust. It was crazy.
Are you getting this?
And I just remember thinking to myself, Emily Blunt is going to be the biggest deal. And then we just chatted and we went for coffee and I took you for a walk around where I live.
So I will say, I was just talking to our mutual friend this morning, to Jen, and I was saying, I was so green coming into that situation. And I said she was so kind to me. And I didn't know New York, I didn't know anyone. And you were like the warmest embrace, and you were so good to me. And even though you were a colossal movie star at that time, you treated me like a complete equal to you, always. You are one of the people I've known longest. We've known each other for 18 years.
What?
18 years.
Our relationship is the age of an adult.
It really is.
We have an adult relationship. It's crazy.
That is a drinking age in
some
England.
We are so drunk in England right now.
Exactly.
The whole metaphor of a star dying, and what Chris did with the cinematographer. Who was your cinematographer?
Hoyte van Hoyte.
It was Hoyte?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I know.
Hoyte did Interstellar.
Oh, he's heaven. He's heaven. He's so brilliant.
I know, he is.
And they're like soul twins together. Chris.
Well, so I worked with Hoyte and Chris on the first one, so they must be like so deep in love. You can tell.
Language stuff.
You can tell
It's
how in love they
beautiful.
are through every shot. I mean,
Chris
every
loves
time.
Hoyte more than anyone in the world, I think. I mean, apart from Emma and his children, sorry, but she says quickly.
But but the whole cast felt, it was one of those thrilling things, because you know what it is. Like there's the times when you're number one on the call sheet, you're the Killian of the cast, and then there's the ensemble work.
Yeah.
And it's such an exciting place to be as an actor.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, I don't just get my moment, I don't get my solo, but I have to hold space for everybody.
Yeah.
And you're like, this job is about being present and listening.
Yeah.
And creating the veracity of the world around this person.
It's so true, and actually because it's told from Killian's perspective. He's so extraordinary and mercurial and all of those things.
And intimate.
Keeps you, oh, God.
He's so intimate in his performance.
He's so intimate and he's so vulnerable and beautiful. But I think all of these other characters come in who are quite colourful, and they just extract different facets of this very mysterious personality. And so I kind of love that all of our scenes were so, I feel like I would jetpack in and just have these very high-octane emotional scenes with him and then leave and then come back 10 days later and do another thing. I mean, it was much easier for us.
But it also seems to me like that's the Chris of it and the Oppenheimer of it. It's like that thing, I could see every single cast member aware that they were in the presence.
That's right.
Of probably the best director that they were ever going to work with.
Oh, I think...
And
I
so,
don't know where...
it's that extra, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it, and then there was one scene, there was like 20 speaking parts in it. And everybody was it was just like actor, I was in such heaven because everyone was so open, so listening, and so specific in their part. Everyone had worked their craft so much.
Yeah.
If they had a line, if they were just in the scene.
Yeah.
The entire cast was showed up so prepared. William Oldroyd, the director, made a film called Lady Macbeth with Florence Pugh.
Yes.
And I saw it when it came out because I'm always really curious about emerging filmmakers. Mm-hmm. And my jaw was on the floor. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was so bold. Yeah. her performance.
Isn't she brilliant?
Yes.
Oh, she's just
Yes.
she's brilliant.
Really, really brilliant. And it was like Aphrodite coming out of a shell, because I'd never seen her before. And then all of a sudden it was this person sitting in front of me picking her teeth. And it was so unreal. And I thought, well, you know, it's his first film and she's new. So if it's all her, he knew what he had. And if it's him too, amazing. So I was really curious about what it would be like to work with him. And then
What was he like?
dream.
Really?
He's so, oh my gosh, he's so fun. He's so fun. And he had this, first of all, he's brilliant, you know, kind of has come up through the theater. And so and he's joyful.
Yeah.
And he's funny.
Yeah, that you could feel it in the movie. There was like a sort of relishing the violence and the shocks, and there was this wonderful relishment of it that was wicked, you know.
He's a giggle of a person while also being, you know, delighted by darkness.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And then I was delighted by darkness. It was just, he knew exactly kind of how to pull you into this vortex of just this devilish darkness.
I think so.
It was so cool.
I think, and the thing about Will that I appreciated so much was we were in Indy, so like we had a tiny budget.
What did you make it for?
I don't remember, but it was in New Jersey, so I imagine $8 to $11 million. And Ari Wegner was our cinematographer, who just watching her work was so exciting. And, you know, she needed the time she needed for her art and her work. And then we would have so much to do, and it was Indy, and we were all in wigs, and, you know, all the underpinnings and all the stuff. And I would be like, we don't have enough time to shoot this scene. The scene is so complicated. And somehow Will would like dilate time around us. And all of the stress of being on an independent film set where you can imagine people are just like looking at the watch and kind of killing the vibe, Will body blocked the entire thing.
Heaven.
And actually, so I would come out of scenes like in a blackout thinking that we'd been filming it for 7 hours and it had been like 50 minutes. Like it was just, it kind of started to, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I had to trust him so much because it was I was stepping so far outside my comfort zone. You know, with this one, like, because there's a version where you hug the safe stuff and you're just like, I know how I look as a brunette, I know how my voice sounds, I know, you know, what playing someone a little bit more like me is. And then I'm like,
yeah, but it's so wonderful to see you do.
Other person
yeah, but it was so dangerous and cool.
And we wanted her to be dangerous, and it was great. I remember
it's okay to be a bit scared, isn't it? Don't you find? I feel like it's.
I feel braver now.
I love a little
bit of
terror.
Yeah.
Oh, goody, we got some fun questions.
TikTok and make that trend.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so we have some incredible quotes from The Devil Wears Prada. Some are your characters' lines, some are other characters'
Oh
lines.
my God.
Okay. You're a magical performer. I was just thinking the other day about you in Into the Woods, and the way, like, you're walking through and you're like, first a prince, then a child, then a prince, then a woman.
First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a woman who can.
And you like eat your scarf or something, your apron, but you just like, it's just, you're so alive in your work. And I just remember like, I think I was stunned. I think I was a deer in headlights because I was like, who is this creature who's just effervescent?
But I have
like,
to
it's
say,
amazing.
No, and Stanley and I talk about this all the time, who's now my brother-in-law. I mean,
By the way.
how crazy is that?
By the way.
Fell in love with him on that movie.
Well, I'm just so happy to know that like the love and the chemistry that I was feeling off of you, like I was like,
He's
this is really a
family.
lot. I'm like, I was actually watching a family before.
Yeah, and we
which
are.
is really special.
He's wonderful, and we always talk about it, that we could come in with all our sort of sharp edges and you know, one-liners, but you are the glue of that. I mean, you hold the whole thing together. You had an impossible part to shine like that and be that believable and just wonderfully charming and endearing, and we all have been
you.
Andy, you know.
It was David. It was David Frankel and a lot of
Okay,
Patricia
give me
Neal.
your line.
No, I'm not going to go all the way there. It was very tempting.
Oh, God.
By all means, move at a glacial pace.
pace,
You know how that thrills me.
Oh,
You know how that thrills me.
That day.
that was fantastic.
That day, like, changed me as an actor, because I like knew I was like, it was Meryl doing an emotional scene. And the set was so quiet.
Was it?
So quiet.
I
And
remember you telling me about it afterwards,
I
and you
rem-
said
yeah.
it was the most raw thing you'd seen, and everyone's energy was like so reduced to keep her. I think people were just like,
I think everyone was grateful. Everyone, it was, when we're talking about the Chris thing of it all, because there's an aspect of our industry that, you know, like, I think there's an etiquette to set. I don't think you bring your phone onto set and you're scrolling in between takes. I think that you're working with something very precious and ephemeral and can break very easily. And I love to have a laugh on set, but I do take what we do very seriously. And I think it was the crew realizing they were witnessing something great.
yes.
And being fully present in it.
Yes.
And
how stripped back she suddenly was. Talk about the mirage gone.
yeah.
And
And I also think it was her. I think it was her, like her just sitting there,
so
greatest
broken.
actress ever,
Yeah.
and just no makeup and just sitting there, just having the space. And none of us wanted to be the one to not even disturb it. It wasn't that fragile. We just all wanted to just not get in the way. And so we all wanted, so we all did did our jobs as well as we could. You know, that was the way the respect was shown.
This is it. This is the line. Well, I don't eat anything, and when I feel like I'm about to faint, I eat a cube of cheese.
When I feel like I'm about to faint, I eat a cube of cheese.
Guys, it works a treat.
Can we? One of the most iconic lines in cinema history, Emily.
I do that line gets misquoted to me as well. They go like, I don't know, people always kind of paraphrase it.
Oh God, I remember feeling so lost in that scene and just like you were so in the pocket and I'm like, thank God she's here.
You were never lost in the scene, by the way, never.
No,
Do you remember when you're like, God, Em, you look so thin?
looks, yeah.
And I say, well, I'm on this new diet. And then that's...
But I just also like just loved that like Emily was the authority on this aspect of herself. Like,
Yes.
you know, so because she was always running,
Yeah.
you know. I think
But it was such a funny...
and you were
also
so cute with your cold.
with a very red nose and sort of... They would actually spray menthol in my eyes. I sort of
Yes.
had this idea. I was like, why don't you just like put menthol in my eyes and then they'll stream, and then my nose got so red. And I remember walking into the board meeting they're having, and,
Yes.
and Meryl was so repulsed by me coming in. Like I remember handing her, I don't know, a clipboard of something, and she was like, do we have what did she say, like antibacterial wipe or something?
But I just...
It was so cool.
But I remember, I've used the eye watering trick, by the way, since like when you have a cold, I mean, because it activates your sinuses in a very helpful way.
I remember going home and I was like, I think I do feel sick. Like you kind of have been streaming with this fake cold all day that I did feel a bit sick at the end of it.
Did you come up with "I love my job, I love my job"?
Yeah.
So I just have to say, so much of this film is David Frankel just like giving space. You know,
To
and
let
just
you kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. And like, of course, you're going to kind of poop the bed sometimes and it's not always going to be great, but his curiosity to see, and I just remember him giggling behind the camera.
giggling and just
Giggling behind the
creating
camera
an environment
constantly.
where you just,
Yeah.
he let joy live on the set.
Completely.
You know, and he encouraged it, and he's so good. I mean, he's an amazing person.
He is. He's heaven.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
heaven. He's heaven. He's a
talk about a good dad.
Yeah.